Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, in another round of fallout from Aretha Franklin's 9-hour long funeral on Friday, the late singer's family has criticized Reverend Jasper Williams Jr. eulogy as offensive and distasteful in a statement to the Associated Press. Now, Williams was criticized for a politically themed eulogy that described children being raised without a father, as abortion after birth, and that black lives do not matter unless blacks stop killing each other. Now, after he said that, it got an immediate reaction from performers of Franklin, and also Stevie Wonder shouted out Black Lives Matter. Now, in a statement on the family's behalf, the singer's nephew, Vaughn Franklin, said the Atlanta pastor spent more than 50 minutes speaking, and at no time did he properly eulogize Aretha. My aunt did not ask Reverend Jasper Williams Jr. to eulogize her before she passed away because dying is a topic that she never discussed with anyone. Now, the eulogy, which included strong statements on Black Lives Matter, single parenthood, and other controversial topics, had not been discussed in advance and caught the entire family off guard. Now, he said, we feel that the Reverend Jasper Williams Jr. used this platform to push his negative agenda, which, as a family, we do not agree with, Franklin concluded. Now, Franklin said Williams had been selected by the Franklins because he had spoken at other family services, including Aretha Franklin's father, the minister and civil rights activist C.L. Franklin in 1984. Now, this Associated Press reported that Williams has not backed down from his comments at the funeral, but said he respects the family's opinion. I understand it, he said. I regret it, but I'm sorry they feel that way. So, I mean, okay. Now, also on Friday, Bishop Charles Ellis III, who led the service, fell under harsh criticism for the manner in which he touched the feature performer, Ariana Grande, on stage. Yeah, the one who had the little bit dress on. Now, the pastor held the 25-year-old singer too close with his arm around her back and his hand slightly touching the side of her chest. Now, he has apologized for what he described as his perhaps too friendly contact. Okay. Now, first of all, I think Rev is wrong in one respect. I mean, first of all, if you offend a family when giving their eulogy, don't you offer them an apology? I mean, he's saying he's sorry, but he's not. Now, did he say so? But I'm sorry they feel that way. Is that an apology? But anyway, I noticed that myself as I sat and watched the 9-hour funeral. I said, when is he going to get to Aretha? I mean, none of that has to do with Aretha. And I was very blown out the water when he said, well, I don't know why Aretha mother left them, but she had her first of all, he shouldn't even brought that up. He should not have brought that up. I mean, it's alleged that this was the time when they lived in Memphis. And I'm sorry, this is not alleged. This is true because the only sister living is the offspring of I think the girl was 12 or 13 years old in that Memphis church that Rev got pregnant. That's why they moved. And after the move, they say that Miss Franklin was so fed up with his womanizing, and that was the last straw when he got the little girl pregnant. So she left, but she wanted to take her children, but he would not let her. Reverend Franklin had got real big and he had power, and he wouldn't let her take them. So the only child that he let her take was her son, who was from another relationship. Now that the saying says that after she got enough money, she was coming to get her children, but she was in a fatal accident. And lo and behold, it's alleged that Reverend, the popular and the greatest preacher on earth, well, they talk about Franklin, but he didn't even go to her funeral. So, when he said that about the mom, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Now, he shouldn't bring up the mom now. Come on. She didn't abandon her children like he was saying. But anyway, for him to talk about all those things, he might get away with it on a Sunday sermon, people half asleep. But this was a funeral. I think you should talk about the person you're eulogizing. You don't need to talk about what's going on in the world. Well, I know they have right to feel that. I mean, because the public, he's saying that Aretha Franklin's funeral, public would think, okay, well, they're agreeing, since he said it there, they must agree with this as well. So, yeah, I can see where it was offensive and not for the moment. Mm-mm. Well, guys, how do you feel? I mean, the ones who've seen the funeral and heard his eulogy, I mean, how do you feel? All right, guys, I'm going to leave that one to you. Oh, and then there was another controversy because, which they did in good taste, some of the speakers at Aretha Franklin's funeral talked about how disrespectful Trump was, and everything else, and then Trump got word of it and said that this was his forward response to them, make America great again. Which, what does that really mean? Huh? Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that one to you. Press that comment button if you agree that the eulogy was out of content. I mean, it should have been about Aretha, but 50 minutes on the world, what's going on. Or do you say, hey, it was a darn good eulogy to me? Hey, let's talk. All right, guys, as always, thank you for watching my video. I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, imparting, y'all, be blessed.